Hello. We are spotlighting I Owe My Soul, the Black Diamond Covenant. This is written by Diane Mechem Kinser. This book was published in 2008. Diane Kinser is an English professor at the Columbus State Community College, and this book is set in the cold, rich hills of southeastern Ohio during the early 20th century, and it traces the lives of three diverse women who set small town Nelsonville and larger Columbus on their heels, scoring major victories for equality. And it actually starts out with different sections. The first section is about Mary Rose Markham, who builds a family and merchandising empire fueled by the time-threatened wealth of coal. Chapter 1, The Encounter, September 1903. She rode like an Indian, confidently, with her hair streaming behind her and her face raised to the wind. There the similarity stopped, however. This young woman was as blonde as the silks of the corn peeping through the field as she passed, and her eyes reflected the sky. In spite of the bonnet she usually wore, the summer sun had tanned her arms and her cheeks enough that the glow made her even more stunning than normal. She seemed unaware of her beauty, and the fact added even more to her appeal. It was always an amusing sight to see Mary Rose Knight galloping her chestnut across the hill and dale. She looked so fragile, like a butterfly atop a woolly mammoth, but there was nothing fragile about the young woman. She loved to ride any time and anywhere. On this Saturday morning, the young schoolteacher was enjoying her time off from school. She had volunteered to do the family marketing in nearby Caldwell, mainly for the excuse to ride her beloved mare Sylvia 7 miles to the glorious Ohio late September sunshine. When she rode willy-nilly across the hills, she felt free and powerful. As she rode, she thought of her students, what kind of lives they had outside the classroom, if they had enough to eat and proper clothing to wear. Times were tough for many of them with the problems the mines were having. The families depended totally on the mines for their survival and on their patch gardens. Mary Rose had volunteered for this trip, planning to keep her eye out for any bargains she could find which might help the children like the Middletons. Don and Ann Middleton were struggling to feed their 5 children, more so since Don had been laid off from the mine. Not that her parents would object to her generosity, but it embarrassed Mary Rose sometimes for them to know she was feeding and clothing a few children as well as tending to their education. School teachers did not make a lot of money, but Mary Rose stretched every dollar and made it seem like 2. That is just the beginning of I Owe My Soul, the Black Diamond Covenant. And this is by Diane Mechem Kinser. This is available only in print, so if you would like to request a copy, you can go to our website, www.briggslibrary.org, or you can call any of our locations to get a copy. I thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.